I've lived in Shila, a quiet part of Lamu Island, all my life. I know every part between the dunes and every sound the tide makes as it pulls back. But I'll never forget what happened the year Zoya vanished. Zoya was different. Not in the strange way. She was too beautiful, in a quiet way that unsettled people. Skin like fresh coconut flesh, hair that danced in the sea breeze, and eyes that seemed to listen more than see. She wasn't loud, didn't laugh much, but when she did, you felt it echo inside your ribs. She used to collect sea glass. That's how it started. Every morning she'd walk down the beach near Ras Kitao alone. Locals said she was looking for green ones, the lucky ones, she called them. But she didn't believe in luck. Not after her mother died in childbirth, and her father stopped speaking to anyone. Then, one morning, she didn't come home. We searched. The elders said she'd probably run away to Mombasa with one of those hotel workers. But she wasn't like that. Her slippers were still at the edge of the beach. One was half buried in wet sand. That night, I couldn't sleep. I went to the ocean. The moon was high, and the tide was quiet. That's when I heard it, the singing. It wasn't in Swahili or Arabic. Just a slow, soft hum like someone remembering a lullaby they were never taught. I followed it. My feet were wet. I looked out and saw her. Zoya. Standing waist deep in water. Her back to me. Hair floating like seaweed. Amen. I called her name. She didn't move. When I stepped closer, the waves rose violently, like they were warning me. Then she disappeared under the water. Just like that. I told people. They didn't believe me. The village became tense. Fishermen stopped going out at night. Children were told not to walk alone, not even in the daytime. And the singing. Others started to hear it too. Some said it came from the well near the old baobab tree. Others swore it followed them in their dreams. Then, the prince came. Well, not a prince in the fairy tale sense. But he arrived from Nairobi, claiming he was a descendant of the Mwanamkisi line, the royal bloodline of the ancient Swahili queens. Said he had come to invest in cultural tourism, open a resort, reclaim old family land. He was tall. Clean cut. Had that charm people trust too quickly. When he saw Zoya's photo, one I had posted in the shop, he froze. I've seen her, he whispered. He said he saw her during a boat ride 2 days before. Standing on a rock out at sea. She smiled at him. Then dove in. He became obsessed. Went out every morning before sunrise. Talked to fishermen. Slept on the dhow boat some nights. Said he felt called. That's the word he used. Called. It was the night of the full moon when it all came to a head. He didn't return that evening. His boat was found floating near Tokwe ruins, torn nets and claw-like marks on the side. But he came out of the water just before dawn, holding Zoya in his arms. She was unconscious. Wet. Cold. But breathing. He collapsed. They both survived, but neither spoke again. He stayed with her for months in the village. Quiet. Watching. Like they were waiting for something. And then, one morning, they were both gone. No goodbye. No note. Just a green sea glass stone left on my doorstep. Some say they returned to Nairobi. Others say they vanished into the ocean. But the singing hasn't stopped. Sometimes, if you stand on the beach near Manda at sunrise, you hear it, soft and broken, like a promise being whispered underwater. People think it's just the waves. But I know better. Zoya didn't leave us. Not really. The sea called her. And she answered.